Hi, good morning. And today I'm going to talk about DJing, how I started it, what happened, how you might think I know what to do. It's the case of you know what you're doing sort of thing. Right, I've got it's just something that if you were thinking of questions to ask me, I might have answered them for you. This will come up tomorrow, Friday, the 23rd of February, 2024. That's when it will come up. Now, seriously, on the subject about DJing, it was actually a family member that got me into it. It was my uncle, Taz Jones. If you haven't seen his SoundCloud page, you can go to it if you want to. Only if you want to. But he did mixes. If I go down to the playlists, he would basically like louder than words. Now as Mason. You Used to Hold Me by Calvin Harris. It just depended on what mixes they were, because see, you might have seen on my Classic House Mix 2024 part 1 video that I used a thing that he did, which was basically, if I play this, it was me doing the beat. It wouldn't be so good with the beat. But I know that he basically sort of used that on a vocal. He did that on a vocal. And I'm thinking, basically, sorry about that. But anyway, he was doing that, and he lived in Nans, and that was just the breaking point for me on where my life was going to go, in a good way, that is. The breaking point was, I was like, I can't bear it. I need to be a DJ. That was my reaction in my head. I can't bear it means like I can't bear the thought of me just being an ordinary, well, not ordinary, just like not DJing at all, just sitting on the couch with mum and dad and all that, and listening to that. I couldn't bear it. I could not bear it. I thought, I need to be a DJ. I need to. I can't just think about now. I can't think about what I'm doing. Like, I can think about my education, but I have to think about doing this. Next point. How did I get my first decks? Well, I actually don't know, because I don't ask mum and dad how I get my presents. But I got them for Christmas in 2014. Well, in 2013, I actually got them. And especially, do people know, like, how DJs got their decks? I don't know. But they were the beginners decks for me. They were like letting me learn how to beat match. And then it just come to me. I think about it. Sorry about that. I think about it, and it just shows that I have got all the stuff handed to me, like all the beat matching things that he did, handed, like passed over to me, and I've just memorized what he's done. I memorized like everything that like I've heard in a mix, because with me, I'm blind and autistic, so I memorize things that I know, that I hear, and things that I hear. With me, you know the way people get goosebumps when they hear a part of a song that they like? Noises can cause goosebumps with me. It's even down to how people mix them as well. Because beat matching is sort of a good way of remembering how to like beat match. But do I know how it does it? Now, in 2018, I got my second pair of decks. They were the same type, though. Now, they basically... I sort of remembered what to do with them. The mixer I used for the CDJ 800s. I broke the first mixer of the first pair by doing something bad. That was only back in 2015, that was. Not long since I had it. Only 2 years ago. Like, not 2 years ago from now. I mean, 2 years since I got them. And then my uncle Taz, or my uncle, had a mixer that I could use, which was quite good. So I got that mixer and everything was back to normal. On this controller, or on any DJ set, there's this knob that you can turn. There's this dial or knob or something. And it gives you the opportunity, when you're on a vinyl, like, if you are on a vinyl, like, with features that are, like, really good, if you have a vinyl and you just press that pause button, I'll give you a tutorial on this if I set it up correctly. If you have a vinyl and you press play or pause, you press play, it doesn't happen at the first part of the song. If you press pause, it will do a tape break effect, like a slow down. That's what it will do. When I was a boy, I got really into that noise. I got so into it. That is another reason why I wanted DJ decks. But it wasn't all because of that. Because usually it just made me think about it, and I'm like, oh, what is that noise? When I was a boy, it actually used to scare me. Yeah, it actually used to scare me a little bit when I was a boy. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought, oh, that noise again. It made me go sweaty as well. I don't know why, but it just, I felt it wasn't sweaty. It was sweat where it just dripped. I was dripping, but it was like that type of, you're getting like adrenaline. You're like, ooh, it's quite funny. Anyway, that happened, and then I basically thought about getting my own DJ decks to experiment with that noise. I built up the confidence, actually, with that noise when I was 7. When I was 7, I was staying at my uncle's one night, and we actually was on the laptop that he had. We were on that, and I played with it. I pressed the mouse button, and it did it. It did that noise. So really, it built up my confidence, and then in June time that year, 2013, I was okay with it. I was confident. Because, you know what, it's now that the thought that I didn't know what was happening when I heard it, and I'm like, Mum and Dad, what is that? I'm so sorry, but I'm a bit tired, see. But anyway, just if you've heard DJing videos or a DJ mix, and at the end of it you've heard that like slow down effect where it changes the pitch as well as the speed. The pitch made me go all funny. So it sounded like really nice to me. It sounded nice, and I'm like, I wanna hear that again. You know what? I miss that noise. I miss it. Because the reason why is, on my controller, if I touch the platter, well, not the platter, but the jog wheel, yeah. If I touch the jog wheel like this, I basically don't have the setting to do that. If I turn it on, and I'll show you what happens. I can show you with the pitch slider. Stereo is turned on. Yeah, the stereo is turned on. Right. That's the test that I do. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna do that, and then when I see, and the platter just, and the jog wheel just stops. And if I get it onto there, you can see the key changes. And see, when I slow it down, the pitch happens. Then if I look, if I do that, that's the effect that I like. I know it did make me feel quite suddenly red. Well, not red in the face, but I mean, I feel all nice inside. I feel quite good. But that was just to talk about how I got into DJing and what happened with that. And thanks so much for watching. And you can like it if you want to. And if you can subscribe if that's fine. But thanks ever so much for listening to how I became a DJ. And just think about what was happening. So, I'll see you later.